you pondering what I'm pondering?
Whew. Oh, I'd say the odds of that are terribly.
Good evening, everyone. We're reading Robert Greene's The Daily Laws. Today is February the 8th, and the title is The Perfect Mentor. I use Pinky in the brain because Pinky was not the best mentee, but Brain probably won't the best mentor. Anyways, sometimes in the late 1960s, V.S. Ramachandran, a medical student at a college in Madras, came upon a book called Eye and Brain, written by an eminent professor of neuropsychology, Richard Gregory. The book excited him, the style of writing, the anecdotes, the provocative experiments he recounted. Inspired by the book, Ramachandran did his own experiments on optics and soon realized that he was better suited for the field than medicine. In 1974, he was admitted into the PhD program at Cambridge University in visual perception. He began to feel gloomy and alone in a strange country. Then one day, Richard Gregory himself, a professor at Bristol University, came to Cambridge to give a lecture. Ramachandran was mesmerized. Gregory performed thought-provoking demonstrations of his ideas on stage. He had a flair for drama and a great sense of humor. This is what science should be like, Ramachandran thought. He went up after the talk and introduced himself. They had an instant rapport. He mentioned to Gregory an optical experiment he had been pondering, and the professor was intrigued. He invited Ramachandran to visit Bristol and to stay in his home, where they could try this idea out together. Ramachandran took up the offer, and from the moment he saw Gregory's house, he knew he had found his mentor. It was like something out of Sherlock Holmes, full of Victorian instruments, fossils, and skeletons. Gregory was precisely the kind of eccentric Ramachandran could identify with. Soon he was commuting to Bristol regularly for experiments. He had found a lifelong mentor to inspire and guide him, and over the years he would come to adapt much of Gregory's style of speculation and experiment. Daily Law: what to look for. Whose work inspires you? Whose style excites you? Who do you want to be like in 10 years? I don't think I've ever really had a mentor per se because I've not really found my niche as far as like what I really want or what I'm really interested in, I guess to say. I just been figuring out like playing it by ear. But if you have something that you like, say maybe a food truck or something that a business that you want to start, I mean, like most people do an apprenticeship and they'll go and work for like electrician company, just for instance, learn everything that they can learn. Then they'll start their own electrical wiring company or HVAC or whatever. Same thing, somebody that's interested in starting a food truck business, initially they might work on a food truck to see how getting it together, you got to find whoever is in the role that are trying to get to. That's where you start off. If you want to work on your own restaurant, work at a restaurant, see how the inner workings of everything goes. But it's a good little example. Y'all have a good night and join me tomorrow. We'll do it again.